you. You know the love I had for you was real, but you hurt my heart and left me numb, and now I cannot feel.
Nah, but we here, man. Yo, today's a beautiful day outside. Global warming is in effect. You know what I mean? It's like 55 degrees in the middle of February. Crazy. I fucks with it. But we're here. My man Will's here, Brooklyn Basement Podcast.
There we go.
And we brought in a guest.
Okay.
And we keeping it Brooklyn.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Thorough Brooklyn.
We're keeping it Brooklyn. I came across this young man on the gram.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't really up on him, right?
Okay.
But when I came across his page and checked out his music, I'm like, oh, it's pretty dope. It's, you know what I mean?
Nice.
It's not drilled. It's not, and I love the ignorant music. Don't get me wrong. I like to hear motherfuckers die in records. I like that, but this was different.
Dope.
And it was dope. And it was Brooklyn. And
Nice.
it was Marcy.
So it's a fresh.
Yeah.
It's a fresh.
Today we have
start.
Mr. Billboard Benny with us.
My God.
That's what's up. Welcome, Billboard Ben.
Yeah.
Welcome to the set. We appreciate you coming through, man. So Marcy, where you at? You on the of? I'm from Marcy. That's why.
What side you from?
I'm on Park in the corner of Park and Park and Marcy. Right there, that little Bill 504 right at the corner.
Park and Marcy.
He
Right
lives
at the
in
corner.
Jew houses across the
With
street.
I live on Taylor White. Nigga. I live on Taylor White with the
Hey,
Ellery.
Marcy.
He's an Ellery.
Yeah, Ellery.
Nah, I'm on Park and Mark. Well, I used to be. I was there for 11 years. Then my pops is still there. Well, rest his soul, he was there. And now my brother's still there. You know, you pass down the projects.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they still there. So,
Passing it down like it's a deed to a house or some shit.
if you could keep them there. Well, they're going to start selling Marcy soon as co-ops. Then you know it's going to happen. So, yeah, I went on Billboard Benny's page. How the fuck you got like 50,000 followers and 30 pictures up? I got like 400 pictures up. I got like 2,000 followers.
I got like 400 pictures archived.
Oh, okay. So what you do is just keep a certain amount. Okay.
Yeah, I had cleaned my page up a minute ago.
Nice.
You got your own independent label, right, Benny?
Yeah, it's a brand.
It's a brand?
Yeah, it's like an overall brand.
Is that wet loop thing? I read what's wet loop. The fuck
That
is wet
sounds
loop?
like some other shit.
Yeah,
man.
that was
Pause.
wait, no,
Yo,
it says it though. He says
That
hashtag
sound
wet
like-
loop. I
that
don't
sound
know.
like some-
We the loop, man.
We the loop. That sounds like wet loop.
That sound like some funny shit you smoked in the 90s, bro.
So wet loop.
That sound like some. That sound like
I said
gay,
we the loop. My bad. That's why I read it wrong. I was high when I
Yo,
read it. I was high
that
when
sound
I
like
read
gay
it.
dust, my nigga. You know what I mean?
I was high when I
don't
read
know.
it.
You smoke it and it turns you. You know what I mean?
Nah.
You got little wet loops.
Don't do
I
that.
said it all
Come on,
wrong.
son. You
My
make
bad.
us look bad in front.
I fucked up. I fucked up. He said
Son.
he looked at me crazy. Wet loop, nigga. No, we the people. Nah, that's dope.
Sound
That's
like
dope.
dust with fentanyl.
Yeah.
That's just like straight fucking heavy duty shit.
Yeah, dude's
Some
just
new
dying
shit.
off that. Well,
What's
come
that?
on.
Wet loop?
Yeah, that wet loop. That's the new dope bag.
That shit sounds crazy if you edit this wrong. This is sound all crazy. Like we selling crazy shit out of Marcy so far, right?
Nah.
So far so good. So you do? So you got? Is it like a label or
I just promoted as a brand.
dope?
You know what I'm saying?
How long you been rapping?
Over 10 years now.
Over
Nice.
10 years.
Facts.
What was your inspiration for that? Like,
Hove.
Nice.
and so in Marcy, like, it's got to be tough. Like, no matter what you do, right? This has got to be another like question you hear all the time.
Mm-hmm.
How hard is it, or how annoying is it? Like, people gonna expect you to fill Hove's shoes in a sense, coming from Marcy. How do you deal with that question all the time?
Yeah, nobody can fill Hove's shoes. If anybody's making music coming out of there, thinking that you gotta fill his shoes, you
You're already lost,
fucked up.
right?
You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You see what people do, and then you fill your own shoes. You walk your own path, and wherever it take you, let it take you there. Like I don't never feel no pressures of that, or even think that way.
Because it's cool to be inspired by someone.
Of course.
And especially coming someone that you can relate to, because obviously being in the same P's, you guys seen even though the generation, the years are different, you still see a lot of the same things.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Because you know how we come from them areas, so
Yeah.
you grow up seeing all that type shit. Everybody got one of those in their family. Definitely relatable. But as far as like music go, nah, I don't never feel like I gotta be the next Hove. or whatever. I mean, they gonna treat me like the light skinned jigger, but
Yeah.
I ain't never gonna feel like I gotta be the next Hove.
So I was listening to some of your joints, and what I find dope is that you kind of stick into being lyrical and really putting together concepts and putting thoughts into your music versus like trap music, drill music.
It just comes to me naturally because we grew up having to rap, especially coming from there. You can imagine, like,
Right.
I'm pretty sure everybody in Brownsville wanted to be the next Mike Tyson.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So they all probably, you know what I mean? When they was in the gym, watch them, you know? So coming from Marcy, like, you really had to rap.
Right.
You know, I'm not the first person that thought they was going to get out or we was talking before this. We mentioned a couple people, you know what I'm saying? There was people that came before me and it was a very aggressive environment. It was, that's like rap central for us because we had to come outside and there was ciphers going on and you had to get your shit up.
Yeah.
And I grew up around that. That was like the golden days for me. So I guess that's just what you see. It's not more so of like I got to be lyrical. It's just like what we are.
Also, you know what I mean? Like, it's easy. Like, what I take from your music, it seems like you comfortable in being who you are, right?
Most definitely.
Whether, like, a lot of artists, especially coming from whatever P's is or whatever hood, they got to be extra tough or, you know what I mean?
Nah, we fly niggas. We always just wanted to be fly. You feel me? Like,
we
ain't in all that. Like, it comes with the territory, of course. We was raised in a certain environment. That's who, it's in us. It's in our DNA. Like, the ones that came before us was the ones that was outside in the 80s and 90s, early 2000s. You feel me? So it's in us. But at the same time, like, I made a conscious decision to just be a fly nigga. Like, you feel me? I try to avoid all that. I done had my bumps in the road. You know, I want money.
As you can see, we want some money too.
Nah, you gonna get it. You gonna get it.
The set needs some fixing.
There's a couple of leaks around this motherfucker. So if you make it before us,
Don't worry.
send
Don't
some
worry.
this way.
Come back and fix a pipe for us. So besides Jay, who you like besides Jay's?
After Jay?
After Jay.
Me.
Okay, there you go. That's a great answer.
But if you want me to name a rapper, I'll name a rapper for you.
Go ahead.
But I gotta say me.
Okay, so you should have
Just
said
to
you
be clear.
first.
I'm funny too.
You should have
by the way.
you should have said you first.
Nah, yeah, I mean, but you said Jay was first, so I'll
Right.
let you rock.
No, you said Jay was
Nah,
first.
you said Jay was first.
Nah, yeah.
I did say Jay
But
was first.
it's
Nah, but who I like, the music I like, like today's music.
Who do you listen to more rather?
I listen to a lot of people.
Okay.
Yeah, I listen to Drizzy. I listen to Meek. I listen to Kevin Gates. I listen to
Everybody, pretty much.
I listen
Just
to
stay in the-
everybody.
just stay in the loop.
Yeah. I
whatever's
listen to
hot is
everybody.
hot.
Not just whatever's hot. Like, I go digging certain catalogs and see why you might like somebody. You feel me? Like, I love
Right.
music at the end of the day, so I'm not like just biased
Okay.
to I'm not like regionally biased or anything like that. Like, I just listen to a lot of music that's out. Nip, like Kendrick. I listen to a lot of people that's out.
You give me a little bit of J. Cole vibes in some.
Nah.
He said, nah.
And,
Don't even repeat that.
I can edit it out.
Nah, you can keep it.
He said, leave it in your files.
you,
So
can, you can keep it so the next person know not to.
Don't ask that shit again.
Don't ask that.
Yeah.
So the name
Nah,
Billboard
Cole
Ben,
legend.
where did that come from? You made it up? Yeah. That's a dope name. I thought it was real catchy when I first heard it.
And why the name?
It sounded fly at first, but then, you know, I needed a meaning for it, like a real meaning, because I knew I was going to get that question a lot. So then I started asking myself, what the hell you want to be Billboard Benny for? And then I was like, because you're a brand, and what do they put on billboards? The
Right.
advertisements, you
Okay.
feel me? Like, you would be the top advertisement in the world.
It's obvious. I don't know why your project, Teresa's son, stands out to me. I know you got a few projects, but that the name, obviously, that's your mom's name, right? Why did you choose to name it that?
I mean, at the moment in time, I just wanted to dedicate a title to my mom. I knew the push that I was about to put behind my music at the time. So I was like, this is what I'm going to go with. It felt right. And I was like, I'm going to do my best to make the best music possible, make that a dope project. And that's how it came out.
That's dope. That's really dope. Honoring your moms and all that, at the same time giving you an inspiration to stay on point, because you can't fumble that. If
Never.
you're going to put your mom's name on it, you know what I mean? Like, you don't fumble that. The Majors is hollering yet? Or
I got people in the industry that I got relationships with, I don't really look for like the majors to holler, because then you start chasing that.
It also kind of gives you a sense of like, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
Like gauge
You
your
gauge-
process.
Yeah, I think it's more for that. You
I
know
gauge
what
my process off of the relationships that I have. It's like, all right, if I was a, not to sound, if I was a nobody, this
Right.
person definitely won't fuck with me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They definitely won't check in. They definitely won't even open a DM. Down to that. You know the industry is crazy.
That's a fact, yeah.
So I gauge my potential or my progress or where I'm at currently off of the relationships I get or the relationships I have. You know what I'm saying? I don't burn no bridges, so.
If you're not subscribed already, press that red button. It'll cost you no money. You ain't even gotta give me no weed. This is the Brooklyn Basement Podcast, where we talk real shit. And when you press subscribe, it helps us in the YouTube algorithm, so you can see us more often. So press that red button, because we need you to do that shit. Like right now. Please.
What's next?
You know what's crazy is that I said I gotta stop doing podcasts because people start asking me like, yo, that's your podcast? Oh, you doing podcasts now? Because it's so big.
Yeah.
So I was like, I gotta drop a lot of music and then do podcasts again. Right. But then one of y'all was like, what's up?
I was.
And then I was like, shit, they rap in Brooklyn. I gotta do it.
Yeah.
You feel me? But like I said, I'm working with two producers that sent me some fire, and I got a whole shitload of other beats. So I just been cycling through stuff, and I'm gonna drop a couple more projects this year, do a couple more podcasts, shoot more videos. It's like the same run. You just gotta like gather yourself to do this shit. Like you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You really gotta gather it, muster it all up again. Let's go back, boys. It's time to go again.
Yeah.
Because if you do it too much, this shit'll burn you out.
It doesn't make you feel like you might lose the passion for it at some time.
Never. I do this shit for free. I'm gonna do this shit till I die.
So what inspires you to do? To keep that way, to keep that attitude? What?
Cause I rap about
it's
my
hard.
life.
Yeah, it's hard to stay inspired to keep doing shit. You know, like,
I rap about my life. So as long as I'm alive, I can keep rapping.
True.
I ain't in the studio making shit up.
That's
You know
for
what
sure.
I'm saying?
What the first thing that I get from your music and your whole vibe is like, your music is organically you.
It's therapeutic for me too.
Yeah.
So like when I'm not making music, or I'm not in the studio, or I'm not being creative, it's sort of like I get an anxiety. That's the relationship I have with music now. Like I'll start getting like anxiety, or I'll be irritated. You feel me? Because I live, and then that's like how I release a lot.
What's your other goals outside of music in the future as far as business or making money?
Well, this is where we get back to like when he mentioned Hove, everything. It's just a blessing that when you do hit a certain level in music, it open up the doors to do so much more.
Right.
So this is just merch as of now. I don't know what the future will hold with it. It do good right now. You get some merch money, it come in. So I keep the merch side. I would definitely like to do acting. I'm just open to everything.
But is there any other passion? Like you love music, you do
Boxing,
you
I
would do
love boxing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I definitely want to be into boxing somehow.
Sounds like you got some anger built up that you want
You said that shit with a passion with boxing.
I want to
son.
legally whip somebody's ass.
No.
They don't have to press charges. Is what I'm trying to do.
No. I used to box though in Gleason's gym.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Gleason's like the
Yeah.
place.
But I'm a diehard boxing fan.
So you got an amateur record?
Nah, I ain't
Fought in the gloves, the golden
I ain't
gloves?
never fighting the gloves. I ain't fighting
Come
the
on,
gloves.
son. You gotta get in. You gotta at least
Fought on the town. I ain't fighting the gloves.
That don't go on your record. Oh no, you know what I mean?
It do.
It go on the street record.
Street record.
That's the most important record, though, right?
Yeah, but yeah, I would love to get into boxing somehow. I see celebrities getting in boxing.
So what you think about the Paul brothers fighting? Jake Paul and
That's YouTube shit. Like that's,
But yes, son, they
I
getting the wins in.
Yeah, I respect
They
it.
both
but
undefeated, right? Still, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't knock
Jake
that.
Paul undefeated. He cool, but I'm talking like real boxing.
Also, you think that shit is staged, right?
Maybe nigga, they getting knocked out.
That's what I'm saying. So
But I'm saying like I would want to like build the brand to a point where I could sign a boxer.
oh, so you want like a promotional
Yeah,
company?
most definitely.
Like Mayweather Promotions or
Why
something
not?
like that. Yeah.
Why not?
Why not? Like, Will, he wants to be he wants to direct porn. For, for midgets. When
midget porn. I
yeah.
said midget porn. I want to direct midget porn.
So that's why he's going to invest his money. His podcast money is going to be invested into that.
Midget porn is crazy.
I don't know. I don't know what mine is yet. But,
That shit is hilarious, midget porn. I gotta give me a couple episodes.
Send you some merch.
There's some branding right there.
I want to get my own porno, like porno star, like midget porno star.
Signing them up.
Sign her up. Call that bitch Sweet and Low.
Uh,
It'd be dope.
It'd be dope. You got kids?
Yeah, I got a daughter.
God bless. Yeah. And how old is she?
She's 11.
11. So she knows about the music. She's listening to it. That's another thing.
She probably don't listen to it.
But when she's 11, so you don't know if she's listening to it. But at least she's old enough to be aware of like that you do make music and the type of music. So is that something you keep in mind when you make music?
I had these conversations in my head. It's not more so like a fact of I gotta curb my music because I'm not one of them people that shelter their kids. We weren't raised like that. I could tell you wasn't raised like that. He's talking about midget porn. He wasn't raised like that.
Nigga shit. He's a savage.
But you know, these kids know a lot more at their age, I feel like, than we did because we ain't had these iPads and stuff in our faces. So, you know, I'm just naturally who I am. I'm not like a disrespectful dude. And again, like in my music, all I'm doing is speaking my life. I'm telling my truths.
So in a way, it's like something that they could, you know, listen to and kind of relate to some of your past through your music if they listen to it in the future.
Look at the greats, what they did. They spoke their experiences, and they was embraced for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No matter how dark it was, people loved them for it. So,
because at the end of the day, the truth is the truth.
The truth is the truth. I can't curb the truth. I can't hide the truth. You feel me? So it is what it is. Like you go through these experiences, and who knows? Like, what if I did let certain things get in the way, and then I don't say.
Well, even then, right? Even then, like where you at now compared to some of the things that you may speak about on your records that you did do back in the days or whenever, it probably serves more as a teaching tool to your child. It's like saying, look where I'm at now, and in my songs, see how I was before. So it's kind of like for them to see like, oh, you know what I mean?
To her and the others, because how I feel is like I'm at a point where it's like I'm the bridge between generations. You was outside before me. He was too.
Right.
You feel me?
He's been
longer than all of us.
Yeah.
Like y'all was outside before me, but you know I'm in the middle of that with the younger cats that look at me like, oh, that's big bro now. You feel me? So my music, I'm at a point where I'm trying to bridge that gap. Like I'll make y'all be like, yo, I fuck with him. I know what he's talking about. He ain't talking no dumb shit. And then the young dudes, it's a guide for them.
You've been around this shit too. So it's easier to learn from someone like that than.
And I'll tell a nigga in a minute, like I came from a good family. My family's good people. I ain't out here frauding. Like I was loved. You heard? But we just went through dark times and bad decisions made them darker. Like I came outside and did a lot of things I shouldn't have done, and it is what it is. I'm here, I'm living, I'm breathing, I'm blessed.
And having those family members that loved you kind of kept you from going all the way in the dark, no?
It just I guess saved me at times, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I'm
feel
saying.
me? Like
that,
I mean, like because you always got people looking for you. They love you. You got that love. A lot of, and you get hated for that love too.
Because there's dudes that you grew up with, he grew up that don't have that. Like you saying, they just they get like lost, bro. They
like you know how many times growing up like they look at me like he got his pops.
You had one of those?
I had one of those. You had your mother?
Barely.
What about you? You had your moms?
Moms was there. Pops
was there. All right, but that's how I used to look at niggas like, all right, you got your moms though. You just don't care about it. I don't got my mom. You feel me? I got grandma.
So you lost your moms?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
At a young age.
Yeah, so, sorry, my condolences.
It's cool.
So that's why it's so deep for you to have carried that on the name on your project.
For sure.
That's deep. No, but I completely understand that. You know, having people around that love for you to kind of at times where you need to pull you out of certain things, but at the same time being in that dark space mentally where you
Yeah.
kind of, you know what I mean, still.
Yeah, I was having this conversation the other night with somebody like, shit, if I had it my way, I'd have came from a rich family.
Yeah.
Feel me? I'd have probably knew about golf before guns.
Yeah, but I want my family to be like rich but still hood. A little bit.
Right.
You know what I mean? I still want to,
you know
I
what
still
I
want to
mean,
see
though,
ratchet
like-
shit around the house a little bit. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
of course.
Well,
Like
money
the
don't
loud
stop
cousin.
ratchet shit.
Like the drunk uncle, just like, oh, this dude's acting up again.
Yeah.
You need one of those just to keep
But
it
definitely, we
going.
definitely came from that environment, man. I love it though.
That
Yo,
shit
so
sick.
tell us about the brand, man. I see it.
It's Capital Gains.
Okay.
The merch is available for purchase online, and the website is
LifetimeMembers.store.
lifetimemembers.store.
I
Yes.
definitely cop the sweater. The sweater's hot. I like the sweater.
Appreciate
So it's,
you.
just, it's
Yeah, definitely.
hoods and
Hoods, sweaters, scullies, and fitteds.
and fitteds.
Yeah,
How's that going?
it's good, man. Like I was surprised. You know, in the beginning, you start promoting that, and then people got to buy into it.
Mm-hmm.
But merch money is unexpected money that just pop
Wake
up
up
on
one
your
day, it's
phone
like,
and be
oh,
like, oh shit, I got a couple orders in. Couple
Yeah, so-
orders amount to a couple hundred to a couple thousands.
And that's
over
why
time.
doing these podcasts is important because you never know
Most
who come
definitely.
across and it's like, yo, let me support that. Because like I
Sure.
said, look, see, we live
Yeah,
in
you got the
Brooklyn.
flies in.
Yeah, it's,
we in
it's
a-
the official Brooklyn
Yeah,
basement.
Brooklyn, for real.
This is the official.
Ripped up Biggie
Just
posters
like-
is official right here.
Just like there's nothing fraud about you, ain't nothing fraud about this basement,
Nah, it's
baby.
gangsta,
This
I like
is
it.
all organic. You see this poster got asbestos on it. I don't know if you know that. Don't get too close. You know what I mean?
the water's not water.
But the water,
water's not
the
water.
water is, you know what I mean, at your own risk. When you're not making music, what you doing? You're not on the block, obviously. You're
Yeah.
with your daughter, obviously. But what's your fun time?
Fun time.
Yeah, when you like something that you enjoy, other than music.
Being by myself.
Yeah, I like that too. I like driving around the car with no
Yeah,
music.
I like to take rides.
Yeah,
No, for
just
real.
listening to my own thoughts.
No, for sure. I love it because my daughter lives 3 hours away. I love that ride. I love that. It's just,
You play music when you?
No, you know what I'm starting to do? Those audiobooks. I'm starting to do those.
That's how you know you're getting old.
No, it's the audiobooks. You just 3
No,
hours.
they don't.
That's 6 hours. I get a whole book in one weekend. You know what I'm saying?
If they would have had audiobooks when I was younger, I would have had like a PhD because I hate reading.
Right. That's some lazy shit, audiobooks, though. It really
is.
is. It really is just like lazy shit.
But at least you getting the information, right?
Yeah, I mean, like he said, you know, these kids are getting, they're far more advanced than we are, these kids.
How about audio book rhyme books?
Audio book, rhyme books.
That don't make no sense.
No, I know what you're trying to say.
I think
Like a book of rhymes, but
a
just
book of
audio
rhymes.
wise.
Break.
What we
Almost
doing?
like I don't know. I'm trying to think about.
He's trying to think like, maybe like your rhyme written.
spoken instead of on beat
Written.
or whatever. Maybe you talking about a person making an audio book about their album and describing what some of the lines were. You know what I mean? What,
Breaking down the bars.
breaking down the
Sort of like
bar.
a decoded.
Right.
I didn't read Decoded.
Oh,
Is that what it was?
it was something like that. Yeah, I believe so.
You know who did that? Kevin Hart did that about his comedy.
Did
oh
he?
wow, really?
Yeah, he broke it down how it all came. What when.
I owe you a
where.
percentage.
He's asking
Yeah.
now on camera.
yeah.
Going into music is not as easy as people make it out to be, especially when you're serious about it.
So you feel like there's certain times where you may have like a writer's block?
I won't say I get writer's block, but I do get times where it's like I know I got to take a step back from it. Not too long, but
Just kind of retune the energy and
yeah,
the mind frame and stuff.
Yeah. You know, you get burnt out. I don't want to say burnt out because if you're going to do this forever, it is what it is. You know, you can't force creativity. And again, you know, I can't speak for people who's going to go in there and be like, Get Fly, Social Club, Wet Loop, and just put that
Right.
shit together and make some
Right.
shit up. You feel me? But, you know, for me, I got to live a little bit.
Right.
So, you know,
taking those experiences.
taking those experiences, gather my thoughts, sit back, strategize, see where I'm at. Because when you you probably just going. You gotta take some time to reevaluate. You know what we doing, how we gonna do it, what's gonna be effective, stuff like that.
So like a album is more like a movie of a certain time in your life, or like a new episode. Like Like this shit is power. Like you know
Shit
what I mean?
like a new season.
The new season, like this is
Facts.
a new season.
It's
So
like
you
a
got to
new
go
season.
through a bunch of experiences, build up that new season, the content, and then
If not
be able
just
to-
build it up, you got to sit back and see what we did the last season, what we gave them, because
Right.
I ain't dropped all my life. You know what I mean? So it's just about gauging the process. And what get me out of that, I would say it'd be like, shit, it just be random inspiration. Like I was watching the Grammys and seeing them perform like that.
Right.
That shit made me want to go crazy.
See that table with the food on it? and
Yeah,
all
the
that?
Last Supper.
It's
man.
a lot different than this table right here. This is a food for thought table. Where,
He said it's a food for thought table.
You gotta think about it.
yeah,
What
we
you
got to think about. We got to reevaluate
You got
our
water.
lives. Yeah, barely. He had to go back outside to get some.
So, what was your favorite performance in the Grammys? You seen it obviously. What was your favorite?
It was the God did performance.
No, that was
Yeah,
definitely.
it was definitely the God did
Best
performance.
verse in the God Dip track.
Um,
Be honest.
It was whole verse. And then I'm gonna give it to Weezy because Weezy ain't go crazy.
What?
Weezy went crazy.
You know, Hov is my favorite
But-
rapper. Right.
But in all fairness, Rose did his thing too.
I'm gonna say that for me, it's something about Ross's verse that I think came off the best.
To me, being an artist, right? I kind of could hear who got the record first.
Jay sounded like he cheated. Like he got he got it last. And he was
Hov
like,
definitely
I'm
got
just
the.
gonna,
We're not gonna act like Hov ain't get the record last, but but you could hear it. I just knowing because I know for a
Right.
fact they'd have probably went a little harder.
If they'd have heard
Come on, man.
Hov's verse, yeah,
They did their thing because they always do their thing. But
I could care less for Wayne's verse on that.
you wow, you better go listen to that.
Mm.
You gotta go listen
I
to
did.
that again, bro.
You gotta hear it again.
No, I won't. I mean, I
He
do.
said no, I won't. Nah, come on.
I always
it's
listen
Weezy, man.
Yeah.
You know what? To me,
You're not a fan?
that's-
You're not. You can say it. It's okay.
yeah, I don't really care for Wayne.
Nah.
Come on, man.
Nah.
You don't think
Him and
you
M,
can?
I don't care for them. And I'm not saying that I won't listen to certain M joints,
Right.
but I can't hear a fucking Eminem album. Be honest, can you hear Eminem album?
Now maybe. I mean,
Can you hear an Eminem
with
album?
his growth?
Let me tell you something. When
Be honest.
when
It's just
Eminem,
hold on. First, say
keep
yes
it
or
a
no.
thousand with you. When M first dropped, he was very impactful.
Yeah. But can you hear?
So I still carry that. I make music, man. I ain't
That's
never
not even
going.
an answer, Benny.
I ain't
man.
never going to tell you nothing against artists, man.
Is that not, but that's not saying nothing bad against them. It's just a personal opinion. You know what I mean?
So
ain't
you
gotta-
telling me that Ross verse was better than whole verse? Just because he yelled
No.
God did?
No, not just because of that. Obviously, Hove killed it. I mean, when you got fucking 5 minutes of and it's not like Hove had 5 minutes of just lines and they weren't good lines. Like he killed every bar on there.
You know what it is too? Maybe I'm slightly biased.
No,
I was
get-
waiting so long to hear another J verse that it was like fucking finally.
and he gave it to you.
And he gave me a good verse. So it's not. I'm not even gonna say he trumped anybody or nothing. But come on, man. I'm from Marcy. Like I was waiting
Yeah.
for that. I remember being parked up. I was like, oh shit, 4 minutes, and they was
Look.
hyping that shit up on Twitter like crazy.
When you heard it came out, did you wait for a specific moment to listen to it, or you just kind of like?
I was in my car, luckily, pulled over and played the whole song like 5 times. Like yo, they all did their thing.
They all did. Yeah. Except
Definitely.
Wayne.
For no
Nah,
reason?
you can't say that.
Come
You
on,
can't
that's
say
what
that.
I'm
You
saying.
can't
No
say that, man.
reason.
You
Come
can't say
on.
that. You can't
Except
say that.
Wayne.
What's the good to a goblin? Nothing. Nothing. You know,
Nah,
it's a
Wayne did his
verse.
thing, man.
I know. I understand. Wayne's once as a kid.
Right loop, wrong verses. This guy's
No, I'm
not
just
here
saying,
today.
like,
And it
Wayne-
happens. It happens. It's hip hop, man. This is not boxing.
No,
like, no.
well, listen, in boxing,
It's-
one wrong night is good
I
night.
treat rap like boxing though.
And that means you got to stay in the gym
Yeah.
and be ready. You got to be ready for 15 rounds, even
But-
though you fighting for 12.
They all did good at that Last Supper.
They
so.
did, man. You know what? I wasn't on the record. That's all that matters.
Khaled had the best verse.
Khaled had the best.
Khaled
verse.
won. Khaled won. We gonna say
Khaled's
Khaled
gonna
won.
always win.
That's a fact.
That's
Favorite gangster movie?
Damn, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a tough one too, man.
All right, favorite like hood movie.
That's still a tough one. Like, come
That's
on,
probably even
man.
tougher.
Come on, man.
Like Menace. You know what I mean?
I know. Oh,
And that's what they don't make movies. They don't make no more hood movies.
I would say
There's no new Juice. There's no new Menace.
I say Juice, Boys in the Hood, Clockers, Paid in Full.
Yeah, Paid in Full is probably the most recent.
Yeah. Paid in Full is a super classic. Watched that like 50 times.
At least.
So is that considered a hood movie?
That's a hood
Yeah.
gangster movie.
That's a hood movie. And then you got the gangster movies like the Goodfellas,
Casino, Heat, shit like that.
all them shits. Yeah. How about yours?
I was trying to think of the name. I couldn't think of it. The one with Denzel.
American Gangster.
Yeah, that's probably
Give me
my
my
favorite.
10%.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite all time.
10%. Give me my 10%.
That's dope. That's probably my favorite all time.
He was asking homie for 10% at the Laker game.
Oh, that's what that was about. And Hope was like, "Yo, this ain't the movies, y'all."
He like, nah, I need my 10%.
Yeah, he was still in character. Hope was like, "You gotta relax." So, American Gangster is your favorite?
American Gangster, probably
That's a
my
good
all-time
one.
favorite.
Goodfellas.
I mean, Scarface is everybody's, but
Scarface is not my favorite. It's awesome. But
it's the storyline, you know.
Scarface is just in his league of his own.
yeah, it's kind of like it doesn't. Yeah, exactly.
Scarface
It's just
like Bernie Mac,
Yeah, yeah.
League of his own.
Eddie Murphy.
That's it. That movie with Tupac where he's a junkie. That's a good ass movie. Gridlock.
Gridlock.
Wow.
That's super slept on, bro.
Yeah,
I
it
think
is.
his acting in that movie was better than any other movies. Maybe not the best one of the all, but his acting in particular in that movie, I think was pretty fucking dope.
Damn, you make me want to go watch Gridlock.
Yeah, Gridlock was a good
I
one.
saw that shit once.
He did his thing on that.
Nah, but he's with acting. That's what he did. Poetry, acting. That's what he did, though. That was like all his line of work. Yeah, I was dying for him to do some serious shit before he went like some serious.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite actor?
My favorite actor.
Y'all gonna laugh at me at this one.
Johnny Depp is definitely in the top. Denzel is there too. But why I say Johnny Depp is because he plays so many different characters and really goes into character in each and even if it's a movie that I don't watch, like Pirates of the Caribbean, I don't watch those movies.
Yeah.
But he's, you know what I mean? You can see him be like, yo,
Right.
this guy's doing this fucking thing, and then he'll do like Blow, and then yo, you seen Blow, right? Y'all seen Blow?
Yeah.
Did you see like where they interview the real Boston George? Yo, bro, his mannerisms and everything was identical to this dude. So much so that when they were interviewing Boston George, he was like that when he watched the movie, it felt like he was watching himself. That's fucking acting, bro.
That's a great actor.
I mean,
Some people go deep in the cat like Ray, Jamie Foxx, Ray.
Yeah, Jamie
yeah,
Foxx.
he did his thing. He did his thing with that.
He
went
goes
in.
in too. He's up there too.
Tom Hanks is up there too.
Tom Hanks.
I really thought Tom Hanks was Forrest, son, for a while. So who's your being out of Brooklyn? Who's your favorite basketball team, Knicks or the Nets?
Please don't say no outside of New York team. If you from New York, you better have a New York team. And I don't even watch sports.
Yeah, he gonna fuck your head up and say the Rangers right now.
That's cool. Don't say nothing.
I'm going wherever Braun go, bro. I don't care how you
Oh,
feel.
you're a Braun fan. Okay, so he's a Braun fan.
I'm a Braun fan, man. That's the king, man. They tried to
Like,
boo him
I
at the
don't-
Super
I
Bowl.
don't
They
believe in that, man.
They are disrespectful with booing Braun. He put his crown on. That's how he was supposed to handle that.
But that's not.
Is that what they did? They booed him yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even hear that. I mean, I must.
Why-
I had it mute. I had it low. That's what it
Why
was.
they mute? Why they?
I don't know why they booed him, but I did see
LeBron.
the whole.
It's hard to be LeBron. It's hard to be the GOAT.
You think it had anything to do with the way he was throwing the tip fit the other day when he didn't get that call? Is that had to do with that? I know you're a Braun fan, but you think it had anything to do with
Yo,
that?
come on, man.
Because he was crying. He was too big for that. He's Braun. Why would you
passionate.
cry? Yeah,
He's
the passion.
passionate, man.
You know, he got fined for that whole shit.
They should get fined. The refs should get fined.
Yeah, he flipped.
They need to start interviewing the refs.
Braun said his last
They messing
wish
up.
is to play with his son.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah,
If Braun go to the
His
East,
son-
he could play till he's 50.
right.
Wait, how old is his son now?
His
follow
son
him.
is about to go to college, right? His
Yeah.
Bronny.
So what? Like another
Couple
4
years? Yeah,
years?
about
Probably
another
another
3.
2-3 years.
Yeah, 3 years. We'll be in the league. He'll get his son past all the paperwork.
Yeah.
Like,
He's
He gonna get it past the
He's already
paperwork.
in.
yeah, he already got a team that's watching him. We gotta put it on Boston and let Braun play in Boston for a while.
Besides Brooklyn Basement Podcast, which is your number one podcast that you love to watch
Love him to death.
all the time, right? right?
Right.
Let
Right?
me hear you say it.
Like you wanted him to say it.
Brooklyn Basement Podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you what other what podcast you listening to right now? Drink Champs, of course.
Of course, Drink Champs, Rap Radar, man, I was worth a game. I tune into the high level conversations with 19 Keys.
Oh, I'm not familiar with that. I guess I got to get tuned in.
Dope, he's dope. Earn Your Leisure, Joe Budden shit. I look at Joe Buttons a lot. I'm a podcast guy, bro.
Really?
Yeah, I don't even watch TV as much as I watch podcasts.
TV's dead,
now.
radio's dead, all that shit is
Netflix
dead.
dead.
Netflix, because it's alright, because then they'll have some, even though you can get documentaries anywhere now. But
Maybe Netflix not dead if they give me a doc deal. I don't know.
Netflix not dead. I'll take that out.
I'm gonna bring Netflix back to life.
They're not, I don't think they dead.
They dead, bro.
Really?
Bro.
I don't watch it, but I'm just saying.
I mean, they kind of died.
You know,
They had the nerve. They had the nerve to start trying to charge people if you got too many people on your account, and we don't even got nothing to watch.
Right. I just like that they give they cut a lot of big checks for the comedians.
Oh,
Well, I was a little disappointed that they gave $30 million to Eddie for that You People, the movie on Next.
they gave him
on-
30
yeah.
M's
for that. Come on, dude.
He
That's a
doesn't.
little bit.
That's way too much.
How?
I mean, it's ad, but still, that
What do you mean it's too much?
How can you
for
say it's
ad
too
for
much?
Netflix to do. Netflix is thirsty, is what I'm saying. Netflix is thirsty. They
But how
dying
is
down.
that too much?
30 mil.
Let Eddie.
Yeah, that's.
He didn't play
He
that.
gets 30 just to act in the movie now.
They didn't. You know how much
So
they gave
they give
Neil
him
Long?
30?
They gave Neil Long 7.
But Neil Long is nowhere in the same fucking stratosphere as Eddie.
I mean, I understand as the legend. He's
You know what I
a
mean?
goat in the game. I
I
get it,
don't know.
but 30 mil?
Stop being with the political shit, bro.
30 mil for Neil
You
Long?
know that.
Neil Long, I love you.
I
Yeah,
love her too.
That's what I'm saying. Give Neil
But
Long more of that
you gotta
money.
call it what Eddie Murphy, Neil Long. If you had to spend the bread,
I'm going to get Neil Long.
you trying to hit, bro. You trying to hit.
And your man, he ain't make nothing off it. The dude, what's his name? Kenyon Barris, the dude that directed it. He didn't make but like 18 off of it.
That's it.
18. That's
Come on, that's
He
a lot
wrote
of
it. He
money.
wrote it with your man,
At
the
the end,
white kid.
at the end of the day,
Mm-hmm.
Eddie's the name. None of that. Nobody's
What?
gonna care for the movie.
He
unless
was,
it's-
yeah, it was sold. He was sold. I think Eddie's working on something else. That's why he's trying to show face on these little things that are coming out here and there, doing these movies. He's coming back He's coming back for something. He's coming back to do something, whether it's stand up or just something surprising. Now I'm really looking forward to Chris Rock. He's gonna do his Netflix special live.
Who's your top comedian ever?
Ever probably. It depends. If you're thinking like educate, like smart wise, probably Seinfeld. Probably like smart, why being smart. Like
I'm gonna go with Dave, hands down.
Dave
without
Chappelle.
Yeah, without even thinking.
no, witty wise and
But
and
even in political smartness, just the different range of like comedy is Dave Chappelle's.
Yeah, Dave Chappelle can never get canceled.
Yeah, he's on.
that SNL shit was really risky.
Yeah, but when
Dave
you know,
Chappelle is the GOAT.
Yeah, that
he's the
SNL.
GOAT.
That shit was really risky.
When Benny becomes an inspiration for the younger kids,
Mm-hmm.
and you can give that, you know what I mean, that inspiration for them to get money instead of be wilding on the streets.
Yeah,
That's what we're looking forward to.
most definitely. I do that now. If
Right.
they hit me up, yo, big bro, teach me this, or what's up? Can we do this? Or just want to talk. I'm always constantly telling anybody, even older guys, man, whoever come around me, they ain't coming around me talking about no nonsense. I'm constantly telling people, like, you gotta elevate your mindset. You gotta, you know what I mean? Like, we did all that. We done been on the rock. We done been locked up. We done been in courtrooms looking at the door, the DA coming in, serving
Right.
niggas numbers. We done been broke. We done tried all that. That's for the birds, man.
Now it's
That's for
about
the
touching
birds.
these billions.
It's about this paper. It's about getting right, living his life, and touching every part of this earth that you could touch, and making sure your family good, living his life. We only get one, and we blessed to be alive. So I say that till I'm blue in the face. You feel me?
And spending time with the baby daughter.
Spending time with the family in general.
Yeah.
Man. You know what I mean? Staying healthy, mentally right, because we don't pay attention to that enough. And then as men, we go through a lot of trauma. You feel me? Like
Right.
they just put the world on our shoulders, and we supposed
Facts.
to keep a straight face. So definitely when I get the young boys' ear, I tell them like, you know, this is the right direction to go. You know, I got that coming up. I was a hard-head young cat, so I preach that till I'm blue in the face.
Mr. Billboard Benny.
Appreciate
I think
it.
your
No,
music is
definitely.
dope. I think your character seemed like a stand-up gentleman, right?
Definitely.
And
I like the gear. I'm definitely gonna get a hood sweater.
Looking forward to seeing you grow, and we definitely gonna bring you back, right?
Of course.
And you gonna definitely, you know what I mean?
I'm gonna come back after I win a Grammy.
Ooh,
I'm that guy, man. I'm a laid back dude, bro.
yeah.
I'm laid back. I'm humble.
And will you put?
I'm still
Can we
hungry.
put one of those Grammys on our shelf over here?
No, fuck that. Fix the pipe that we was
Fix the
talking
pipe.
about.
Fix the pipe.
Get y'all the studio.
Nah,
man.
we want to stay
It's
here.
a brand.
This is
No.
we wanna-
It's
nah.
a brand. So check it, right? With the percentage that you're gonna get off the audio book, we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
He was like,
You
right,
already know,
right?
You still want that percent, right?
for sure.
Oh, all right, so we're gonna get
The
the
rap
pipe, we gonna-
audio book. No, don't give him no
15%
percentage.
is good. 15.
That's
you
a
know what I mean?
lot, buddy.
Nah,
That's
that's
a
about
lot.
Maybe
industry
5.
standard.
That's-
5?
You was just talking about contracts, man. These the new artists now we talking to.
15%. You were greedy there on the top.
No.
Two of y'all, we can do
Yeah.
10. We can do 10.
10,
10,
5 or 5.
5.
5.
For the podcast. You know what I mean?
That's great though. It's been great though, man. To meet you, man.
appreciate
Marcy
you.
in full effect. I mean, I'm proud to have you
Anything-
represent the hood.
You want
like
to
that.
plug the IGs and all that?
My IG is at Billboard Benny. My Instagram, the Twitter is at Billboard Benny. You can get the merch www.lifetimemembers.store.
And just look into the podcast and give us a quick drop. To the podcast. Look into the camera and give us a quick drop and let them know how this is the best podcast you've ever even. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, we in Brooklyn right now. We at Brooklyn Basement Podcast.
Don't say no wet loop or whatever.
I should have fucked it up.
You should have fucked it
I
up.
should have fucked it up.
The pause was the fuck up. The pause was the fuck up. It's all right.
the pause was bad
fuck up.
enough, yeah.
The pause was the fuck up. So it's all right.
Brooklyn Basement Podcast,
There you go.
CGs, we the loot, Billboard Benny, we already know we here, man.
Yeah.
Marcy in full effect.
Marcy, Brooklyn.
Peace.
And we gonna when I edit it, when we tune it out, whatever, closing off, what song should I be playing in the background here? Oh, Billboard Benny's. What we listening to right now?
6-4 intro.
6-4 intro.
Yeah, just play 6-4
We're gonna be
intro.
playing 6-4 intro on our way out of here.
Or Lifetime members, whichever one you like. You
Where
pick,
can
man.
I? Where
don't
can
wanna
I
pick,
hear?
you
Where
pick.
where can I hear it? You
I
on
would-
Spotify? and everything?
Spotify, Tidal, Apple
Okay.
Music, everywhere.
I'll send you the link tree. Link.
Okay, definitely.
Brooklyn
Wait.
Basement Podcast, CGs,
First
we
they
the
throw
loot,
the doubt in
Billboard
your
Benny,
head.
we out.
To see the doubt, and the fraud started to get weeded out. My niggas need a route. Fuck it, I'm the one to lead them out. Cause we lifetime members. It's for my lifetime members. Lifetime members. It's for the lifetime members. Check up. I said that this is for my ride or dies and niggas who seen eye to eye. Kept it real, know their energy was not a lie. Took an oath knowing forever, that's a lot of time. But we family right or wrong, we put our pride aside. We was sliding through the town in them coops and drops. Ain't never get mad if the one you wanted through the top. Ain't never get mad at the one I wanted once you instead. We family, you cut us the same way as loyalty bled. Handle your business like you got to before you swear on the dead. Fuck with karma, she gon' bloody you up the sheets on your bed. And even if you try to change, just know the street's still ahead. You don't beef or compete with niggas when you seeing some bread. Nah, that's the oath, that's the pledge. Never let no third party or no money ever get to our head. Kiss your mother, you gon' miss your mother. Your dog down, don't forget your brother. Leave that sucker shit for suckers. And when they come down to you, they ain't gon' turn on each other. Only a few who really meant it, that this shit forever. Yeah. A different hate for the haters, a different love for the members. First they throw the doubt in your head, to see the doubt. And the fraud started to get weeded out. My niggas need a route.